What's up? What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. My name is Johan Best. I'm a vocal coach here from Johannesburg, South Africa. And I really appreciate you clicking on the video. And I was also going to ask if you wouldn't mind subscribing if you haven't already. It would really help me out. So we are checking out American Idol auditionees of the new season, the current season, which, by the way, I heard is Katy Perry's last season. So I haven't checked out all of that, but yeah, so it'll be interesting to see who replaces Katy. So this girl, her name is EMMY Russell. I should say woman. She's 24. And I really liked her song and the way she sang it. And I really liked her as a person when I saw this audition the first time, about a week ago. And there's a very interesting story, of course. You might know that already, but maybe you don't. And that is the super beautiful, great, amazing musical heritage that she comes from. So let's see what went down.
This is a dream. This is so
Good.
Cool. Yeah.
Tell us who you are.
My name is EMMY Russell.
We have to turn you up some more there. Whoa.
Emily Russell?
EMMY Russell.
Emmy. And where are you from?
I'm from Nashville, Tennessee.
So tell us about yourself.
Yeah,
Other than being quiet.
Oh, well, growing up, I have sang music my entire life, so I just love writing. I'm 24 years old.
Okay.
And yeah, songwriter. I love music.
Where do you sing?
I don't really sing out as much anymore, but growing up, I sang on the road with my grandma's a country singer, so I kind of grew up like
Who
singing.
was your grandma?
Loretta Lynn.
Oh, well.
Your grandma is... what?
Oh, wow. Yeah. So right now we're at Loretta Lynn's ranch, and my family grew up here, my mom grew up here. So this is my Mima's house. I'll show you around. You can see her little slippers. People from all over the world come here, and everything that people walk into is literally like her bedroom, her bathroom, her kitchen, her writing room. She's one of the biggest country music singers of all time, but to me, she's just my grandma, and growing up on the bus and all that was very normal to me.
That's
so
awesome.
Cool.
Yeah. Before we continue, that is a quite interesting story, don't you think? Loretta Lynn, one of the biggest, female country singers in the history. And I just find it so fascinating when kids come out of a family like that, come from a family like that, like Emmy here. That was a grandmother. I mean, and grandma saw something in her granddaughter, obviously, from an early age. She was there on the stage with her as a 2-year-old. But if that is your life, if that is the life that you grow up in, then like she said there in the clip, it's normal to her. It was normal to her to be on the road, on the tour buses, and at her grandma's concerts, and seeing the fans, maybe the adoring fans. Maybe she was in recording studios with her grandma since she was little and all of that. And that's just a massive privilege. You know, it was often said, no, that is incorrect. It was once said by somebody famous who I can't remember. If Mozart grew up on a farm, he wouldn't have written his first opera at the age of 12. Even though he's clearly was one of the most gifted, musically gifted people ever lived. But his father was a violinist and a composer. So he grew up, since conception, since he was in the womb, he heard all this structured, incredible music. And then as soon as he was born, he was in this environment all the time. So the music that was in his DNA, the music that he inherited, the gifting, was given structure and a place to grow right from the very beginning. So when I heard that, when I saw this the first time, I was like, this is going to be something very beautiful, because I understand that kind of background. And then I just think this Emmy girl is just a beautiful human being. I mean, obviously she speaks too softly for them. She stands quite far away from them in the studio, but she's got a little lav mic so we can hear her clearly. But she's just a tender, small little thing who speaks very plainly, and I just think her red hair and her whole look and her whole everything is just so natural and so beautiful. So let's see how it went when she sang her song.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
I think there's a reason why I think I am a little timid, and I think it is because I want to own my voice,
Yeah.
and I want to own it.
I understand.
But
Yeah.
that's why I want to challenge myself and come out here and
Yeah.
like really
Yeah.
step in and be like, okay, come on, Emmy, like
Well, Emmy, Grandma was a great singer, but she had her own style,
she did.
right?
She did, yeah.
If you got your own style,
Yeah,
then you got your own lane,
yeah.
you know? Well,
I
what are you
said
going to
red
sing for
hair,
us
but
today,
I'm
then?
not sure.
I wrote a song called Skinny. It's about eating disorder, so
Okay, go ahead.
I hope you like it.
Brownish
She
hair
was so nervous going into this.
with a red
Because she just
shine.
wanted to do this honestly. This is who I am, and this is what I do, and this is my heart. I think that when you come from a musical family, the shadow is so big. How do I fill those shoes? Well, the deal is you don't. You make your own shadow.
Haven't eaten in days. God, I hate how you made me. So scared to confess, been so hard to undress lately. These oversized t-shirts don't work like they used to. Sleeping on scales, it's just what I'm used to. Haven't eaten in days. God, I hate how you made me.
Before we continue, she has obviously, since she started speaking, I heard the type of voice that she has, which is a very light voice. Now, for those who are new and haven't heard this explained, a light voice is a voice that naturally shines in a higher pitch range. And it's normally a slightly smaller voice. So a small voice just means somebody with a smaller voice just has to work harder to produce the same amount of sound, i.e. volume. But it shines in the high. So it's interesting to me that so far she's singing this quite low. She wrote the song herself, for herself. God, I hate how you made me. That low G sharp, she can hardly sing it. She also chooses to half sing it. I know that. That's an artistic choice as well. But that's super low for her voice type. So if I was her, I would have written a song, or chosen a song for the audition that, showed the emotional connection, which is very strong, obviously. She didn't say that she had an eating disorder or somebody she knows, but I'm pretty sure there's some close emotional connection some way to eating disorders. So I would have chosen a song that I emotionally connect to, that I wrote for myself, but that sits higher because that's where I believe her voice will shine. And also her styling choice of sort of singing very breathy in a very speech-like manner. It's very emotive, so it connects for me with the song. But I can't hear enough of her voice, really. And it's a pretty voice. I just feel like I need to hear more of it.
So I took a trip around the world to hold the hands of orphan girls. Saw the war, felt the pain in miracles in his name. But I just wanna be skinny.
I love her heart. It's just very clear what kind of a person she is. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, so da 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 da. That G sharp for 5 is the highest note she sang in the whole thing. If she sang this whole song in E flat, da 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 da, just one tone higher, in my opinion, her voice would have shone more. Okay, I'm not saying she didn't do well because she sang the song she wanted to, and her artistic connection, her emotional connection, everything was beautifully intact. But yeah, higher would be better for me.
Oh gosh.
Emmy, you're an A+ songwriter.
Thank you.
So is your grandma. You
Yeah.
got the gift.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't think you need to compare yourself to what grandma was, or you're totally different.
Yeah.
You shouldn't give yourself all that pressure. I think you came in like a mouse,
Okay.
A baby mouse.
Yeah.
a baby mouse. What's your
Yeah,
name?
baby
Emmy
mouse.
Russell.
I can't hear you,
Emmy Russell,
and I'm from.
Nashville, Tennessee.
I still can't hear you.
My name is Emmy Russell, and I'm 24. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay, you see, the problem is, so what Katie's doing is obviously trying to get her to make more sound. But every time she repeats, when she said, I can't hear you, she says, Emmy Russell, in the same pitch band. So for me, that might indicate that she doesn't really yet know her voice as well. Because if she understood it from a sort of technical point of view as well, she would have understood that in order to now be louder with my light voice, that wants to be high, I need to go higher. So not Emmy Russell. I can't hear you, Emmy Russell, but Emmy Russell, right? Because the moment you go higher, your vocal folds lengthen or stretch, and stretched, lengthened vocal folds for a higher pitch can handle and naturally wants more breath, which is volume. So I hope somebody teaches her that. And she needs to think about that even in the way she speaks. I'm not saying change her personality at all. I'm not saying that at all. I love her realness, and she is who she is, and that's beautiful. But I had a singer yesterday in my studio who started with me, started a journey. She's never had a lesson in her life, 27 years old. And I said to her when she left her first session, I said to her, you will notice in the next few months that even the way you speak changes. But you need to internalize, but how and why? How do I make the kind of sound that I want? Not just the emotional connection, so I feel something, so then I think I express it in a certain way, but technically, physiologically, how do I produce the desired sound? And for that, you need information. Somebody needs to teach you how it works. And then you need to train your ear to go, okay, I know what I want, but I know exactly how much air I need for that, etc. So, yeah, going forward, I really hope she learns some technical things so that it's not just this incredible raw gift that she has, because clearly she has. It's not just that, but it's an informed, an educated, an analytical, a cognitive process. That's when that natural gifting starts breaking through.
Boom.
That's who you are.
There you go.
Right there.
My dear, you have promise, and I like your promise. Each one of us is trying to battle something that we're trying to overcome. In your case, you have big shoes. Now, if I can just get you to put those shoes back in the closet, that's not your size.
We just got to lift you up and get you more confident, and you just need to
Thank you.
own it.
Yeah.
Emmy,
Thank you. Yeah,
I'm a yes.
very low.
Wow. Okay.
Emmy, it's a yes. I believe in you.
Okay, what is it?
My name is Emmy. Gosh, my name is Emmy, and I'm 24 years old, and I'm from Nashville, Tennessee.
And you are going to
Hollywood.
I'm so excited.
I'm giving you a yes to.
Thank you. Very grateful. I was thinking about my grandma, but I was also like, Emmy, she's with you. Now it's your turn. I think I'm more like her now than I was whenever I was trying to be like her. Excited. I'm really excited.
Yeah, we need excited, not excited. I'm really excited. So if I was her coach, I would have told her, start listening to your speaking voice. Start listening to yourself when you speak. She speaks with so little energy. That's why they can't hear what she says. Yeah, maybe it's linked to her personality, and she says she's a little bit timid, what. But I just think she just needs somebody to say to her, come on, let's go. Energize your sound. Breath. The breath in our lungs is the energy in our sound when we speak or sing. But you have to become aware of it. I mean, if you are chased by a bear or something, you're instinctively going to make a big noise at a high pitch. You don't then have to think, I wonder what kind of sound will I make and how will I do it, right? For people to know that I'm going to get eaten by a bear. But we have to disconnect the process of sound from emotion so that we can just learn how to deal with it in a technical way. Deal with the physiology. Deal with the actual realities of the sound, away from emotion. In other words, away from words. My singers normally hate it at first when I say to them, okay, sing that song again, or sing that part of the song, but sing it on na, 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 instead of the words. They go, ew. And I'm like, yeah, well, the moment you take the words away, guess what? You're going to listen more to your own sound. So I really hope somebody tells her these kinds of things, because there's such a beautiful artistic persona there. The musical gifting, the songwriting gifting is very clear. So I'm really rooting for Emmy. Please don't see anything I say as a negative. It's constructive things that I'm trying to say. I'm really rooting for her. I hope she survives Hollywood Week. I hope she steps up, especially in those group activities and stuff where other people are bullies, can be bullies sometimes. I hope that she just stands tall, takes up her space, and just get more out, more of that sound, but also her heart. Just get it out more through an energized sound. Anyway, I feel like I'm rambling. Hope you enjoyed it though. Hope you learned something. That is the purpose of me doing these analyses, is for you to learn something so that you can enjoy listening to singers even more. I really appreciate you spending the time, so thank you. And until next time, please take care of yourself. Just before you go, let me just remind you that you can actually book a session with me, a one-on-one, through my Patreon. You can go there and check it out, or you can send me a message through the website. And then also, if you want to chat with me, why not visit our Discord server? The links to all of that is in the description below.